I will conduct the test on Saturday, ma. Today test will be postponed to Saturday. Good afternoon, all of you. Today we discuss the topic is synchroscope. In synchroscope, we have two types, that is moving iron type and electrodynamometer type. Yesterday we discussed synchroscope operation. Today we discuss second model type, that is Western synchroscope, or it is also called as electrodynamometer type. We can discuss today this topic. This is the last topic of in this unit. Okay, Western synchroscope. The Western synchroscope is similar to single phase dynamometer type wattmeter. Already we discussed in single phase dynamometer type wattmeter, no, in second unit. Same type, it will, the construction will be same in Western synchroscope also. Okay, that's why we called it as Western synchroscope, also called as electrodynamometer synchroscope. We can call it as a electrodynamometer synchroscope. Why? Because the Western synchroscope is similar construction in single phase dynamometer type wattmeter, so we can call it as electrodynamometer synchroscope. All of you join. Okay. In this we have seen circuit diagram of Western synchroscope here. This is the circuit diagram of Western synchroscope. Here we are connected in this Western synchroscope. Two coils are connected in this circuit. Okay, one is fixed coil, another one is moving coil. Here fixed coil, this is the fixed coils. Two fixed coils are connected here. One moving coil, this is the moving coil. Okay, here two fixed coils, one moving coil is connected. In the fixed coil we are connected in series with one inductance, one small inductance value, and one resistance also connected to the incoming machine. This is the incoming machine, this is the bus bar. Okay, we are connecting the incoming machine to one series inductance and one series resistance. Here we are connected to fixed coils. No, in that fixed coils we connected in series with one inductance, one small inductance, and resistance we are connected through the incoming machine. Okay, here inductance is connected, here the resistance is connected, right? Anyway, the moving coil is connected here. This is the moving coil. The moving coil is connected one capacitance. The capacitance is connected in series with the bus bar. This is the bus bar. So we are connecting the bus bar here. The capacitance will be connected to the bus bar. Okay. This is the central limb transformer. Here the This transformer is connected the central limb as a primary and secondary are connected to the one lamp. Here we are connecting one lamp, right? The central limb is connected one lamp and primary side winding is connected through the bus bar. Here we are connected through bus bar and secondary side winding is connected through incoming machine. Okay, incoming machine. Whenever we are giving the supply to the bus bar, in that time the fixed coil and moving coil, we can generate the flux in a two coils. Then the fluxes will be in phase. The fluxes will be in phase. In that case, the magnetic field will be created in this transformer. Then EMF will be produced in the coil. The fluxes are in phase. Then the fluxes are in phase and bus bar voltages and incoming machine voltage. This bus bar voltage and incoming machine voltage will be in phase. In that case only the EMF will be maximum in this transformer, right? The EMF will be maximum, the light will be very bright. Okay, the light is very bright. Some of the conditions, the voltage will be, the bus bar voltage will be 180 degrees phase to the incoming machine. In that case, the EMF will be 0. In that case, the EMF will be 0 in the transformer. So, the EMF will be 0, the bulb will be no bright, it will be dark, the bulb will be off condition. So, we can avoiding that condition, we are using this synchroscope. This Weston synchroscope, in the bus bar voltage and incoming machine voltage will be in phase. So, the EMF will be produced in this transformer is maximum. EMF is maximum. EMF is maximum, then the lamp will be very bright. Okay. Here the moving coil is connected one pointer, right? Here the moving coil is connected one pointer. Here we are seen one arrow mark, slow and fast. The pointer will move very slow or very fast. Okay. Whenever the fluxes will be produced, the pointer will move here. In that time, the EMF will be produced in this transformer. Okay. It is clear, all of you? This is the operation of Weston synchroscope. Once again I will tell. Here in this Weston synchroscope, first construction is, here we are connecting two fixed coils here. One is here, another one is here. The fixed coil is connected in series with one inductance, small inductance and small resistance is connected. The small inductance and resistance will be connected through the incoming machine. Incoming supply voltage is we are connecting inductance through here, one resistance, one inductance. Okay. Next one is moving coil, two coils here, one is fixed coil, another one is moving coil. The moving coil is connected one series capacitance here. The series capacitance is connected through the bus bar. The series capacitance is connected through the bus bar. Okay. Here one transformer is connected. Okay. Here one transformer is connected, 3-limb transformer. Here one limb is connected, primary side limb is connected through the bus bar. Primary side limb is connected through the bus bar and secondary side limb is connected through the incoming machine. Okay. And central limb is connected through the one lamp. Central limb is connected here one lamp. And the moving coil is connected one pointer here. Here we can see the pointer, one direction is slow, this direction is slow, here fast. Slow and faster directions are there. It will be move slow or it will move fast. Okay. Whenever we are giving the power supply in the bus bar, we are generating the fluxes in this fixed coil and moving coil, two fluxes. The two fluxes are in phase. So that in that case the EMF will be produced in the transformer. First of all, this moving coil will be moved. So in that time the pointer will move either slow or faster direction. Then the EMF will be produced in this transformer. The transformer, in the transformer, primary side voltage is bus bar voltage and secondary side incoming machine voltage. Both the voltages are in phase. The voltages are in phase. So in that condition, the EMF produced in this transformer is maximum. The EMF will be produced in this transformer is maximum. So the EMF will be maximum, the light will grows bright. The light will grows bright. Okay. Some cases it is, for example, here it will be not in phase. It is in 180 degrees phase. In that case, the EMF will be 0. The EMF will be produced in the transformer is 0. So EMF will be 0. So the lamp will not glow. It is clear? It is clear, all of you? So 180 degrees phase it will be not low. So we are using always the voltages will be in phase. We discussed last class, no, some conditions are there in synchronous alternator. The terminal voltages must be equal, the voltages must be in phase, the frequencies must be equal, phase sequence must be same. These four conditions follow the all the power system alternators, right? So that conditions will be satisfied, then only it will be, the system will be very efficient. Otherwise the system will be very not stable. So we are maintaining these four conditions compulsory in the power system alternators, in the synchroscopes. Okay. So we are using the bus bar voltage and incoming machine voltage will be in phase here. This topic is clear, all of you? All of you clear this topic? This is the last topic of your third unit. Any doubts in this third unit, up to third unit, any doubts, ask me. All of you prepare for the exam, today exam. Prepared or not? Any doubts, ma'am? All of you clear 3 units? Anyone tell me what is instrument? What is instrument? Rule number 1. Rule number 1 is there. Rule number 1. Are you there? Five. Rule number 5. Rule number 5 is there. You are not responded, then I will put at absent. One and 5 absent. One and 5 is absent here. Rule number 10. 10. No one is there here in the class. Yeah. Tell me now. What is the instrument? Is right. What are
specific quantity.
okay? What are the different types of voltage and current measuring instruments? Types of voltage and current.
The current
What? Once again tell.
Types of current.
Current and voltage measuring instruments. Types of voltage and current measuring instruments.
Ammeter, voltmeter,
Yeah, particular types are there, no?
power, energy meter. Absolute and secondary should
Yes, yes. Moving coil and moving iron types. Voltage and current measuring instruments are moving coil and moving iron instrument. In that, ammeter and voltmeters are different types. First, you have to tell the what are the types of measuring voltage and current instrument means moving coil instrument and moving iron instrument. We can tell this one. Then after we can tell the moving coil. We have different types, that is ammeter and voltmeter. In moving iron we have two types again, attraction and repulsion. In that attraction we can measure the voltage and current voltmeter by using the voltmeter and ammeter. In the repulsion type also we can measure the voltage and current by using these voltmeters and ammeters. We can tell like that. Okay. Remaining all of you absent in this class. Only 6 is present. Remaining all are absent.
No, ma'am, present, ma'am.
No one is responding, no.
Your voice, ma'am.
It is clear now?
No, ma'am. Burger coming.
Now also.
No, light coming.
Okay, I think signal problem. Yeah, tell me. What are the difference? What is the difference between moving coil and moving iron instrument?
What, ma'am?
What is the difference between moving coil and moving iron instrument?
Moving coil and moving
Iron. Yes, moving coil and moving iron instrument.
moving coil is in the current flow is between the two poles. The coil will be rotating.
Main advantage, that is only moving coil.
No, ma'am.
What is the main purpose of using the moving coil and moving iron?
Don't know, ma'am.
You don't listen the classes?
This is second class, ma'am.
Okay. Remaining classes? Why you didn't attend?
Phone display gone.
Phone display. Okay. In moving coil, we only measure the DC measurements, that is voltage and current measurement.
Voice is stucking, ma'am.
I think signal problem.
Ma'am?
I think signal problem. In the moving coil, we can measure the voltage and current.
Ma'am.
Now also my voice is not getting.
I can't understanding, ma'am. Voice, you are ma'am.
One second. Now it is clear.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. In moving coil instrument, we can measure the voltage and current in DC measurements only. We can measure the DC measurements, but we cannot measure the AC measurements. That is only measures the voltage and current in this instrument, moving coil.
Okay, ma'am.
Moving iron instrument, we can measure the both AC and DC. Why we are not? AC and DC measurement of voltage and current. We can measure the both the voltage and current, and we can measure the AC and DC, but we cannot measure the AC in moving coil instrument. Okay, why we are not measuring the AC current? ఒకవేళ మనం ఏసీ కరెంట్ జనరేట్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది ఏసీకి యూజ్ చేస్తే డీసీ మెజర్మెంట్ పిఎం మూవింగ్ కాయిల్ అనేది ఏసీకి యూజ్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది ఆల్రెడీ ఐ టోల్డ్ దిస్ వన్ ఎనీ వన్ టెల్ మీ we are using that by using the AC measurement in this moving coil, the torque will be negative. The current produced in that instrument is negative, in negative cycle. Okay, the torque is also negative. The torque will not be produced in this instrument. The torque will not be produced, then the pointer will not move, only stationary position. It will be in a stationary position. It will not move from the stationary position. So we cannot use for this instrument is AC measurement, moving coil. In this moving coil, mainly permanent magnet moving coil we are using. Permanent magnet moving coil is we are using the moving coil instrument. Okay. In this moving coil, we are not calculating AC measurement in this moving coil, so we will go to the moving iron instrument. Right, the moving iron instrument measures the both AC and DC, so we can use only moving iron instrument. No, why we use this moving coil instrument? Why? Because the moving coil will be very accurate result, but moving iron instrument not accurate. The scale will be non-linear. Okay, the scale is non-linear in the moving iron instrument, but in moving coil the scale is linear. So from that purpose we are measuring the DC measurement in moving coil only. We will go to the AC measurement purpose only. We will go to the moving iron instrument. Okay, this is the main difference between moving coil and moving iron instrument. Okay, it is clear. In this moving iron type, we have two types. One is attraction type, another one is repulsion type. Two types are there. In this moving coil, only one, that is permanent magnet moving coil. Okay, it is clear. It is clear, ma? 25.
Ma'am, clear, ma'am.
Okay. What about remaining members? Remaining members are absent.
Clear.
Yeah, 6 and 25 responded. Remaining members. What about remaining members? I'm asking about what about remaining members? Other than 6 and 25. What?
ఎటువంటి సిగ్నల్ లేదా మ్యామ్ రెస్పాండ్ అవుతుందని.
Your voice is not clear.
నెక్స్ట్ వన్ మ్యామ్ రెస్పాండ్ అవుతుందని లేదంటే
Respond.
సిగ్నల్ లేదంటే మ్యామ్.
ఎవరికి లేదా సిగ్నల్? ఓకే, 51 ఓకే. రిమైనింగ్? Here 26 members are there. In that 3 members only responded. What about remaining members? Remaining 23 members. All the 23 members are absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is that?
Ma'am,
10. Okay. Tell me more. Series resistance formula. Tell me the series resistance formula.
Series
Yes, series resistance.
ma'am, in series connection resistance will be connected first resistant of a
You are
second and
not. You are calculated the some problems, no? Series resistance and shunt resistance. RSE and RSH. Extension of shunt ammeter and extension of voltmeter. From that we can calculate the series resistance and shunt resistance. That formula I am asking.
అది గుర్తుకొస్తుంది మ్యామ్.
Shunt resistance.
R is equals to I by M.
Y by
I
I by
M.
no. RSH is equal to I by M. You are telling, right? RSH is equal to what is the formula?
I by N.
No. RSE is equal to series resistance RSE is equal to RM into M minus 1. RSH is equal to RM by M minus 1. This is the formulas for the series and shunt resistance.
Okay.
Here RSE is a series resistance, RM is the meter resistance, internal meter resistance, and M is the multiplier voltage multiplier here. Here M is the current multiplier. We are connecting extension of shunt, extension of ammeter. We will get this formula. RSH is equal to RM by M minus 1. Here M is equal to I by IM. Full load current by meter current. Okay. in shunt, connecting the extension of ammeter. In this purpose, RSH is equal to Rm by M minus 1. Here M is the current multiplier. The current multiplier M is equal to I by Im. Here M is equal to V by V. V by V. This is the supply voltage. Here V is the internal voltage. Small v is the internal voltage. Okay. These are the formulas for the shunt and series resistance. Okay. Remember these formulas, very important in competitive exams for and your mid exams also. Mid and external compulsory problems asked from these formulas. Okay. It is clear? It is clear? Okay. All the notes I sent no in group. All of you prepare all the 3 units. Okay. On Saturday I will conduct the test on first unit. So prepare well and write. Okay. What about remaining members? What about remaining members? One 26, 2, 3, 5. What about remaining members? Uh, 11, 51. 51 is right. Your number.
Signal like a voice delay.
Okay, no problem. I'm asking about remaining members.